Change. The art of improving. How could you not want to improve at something? Or just at your life fully? I don't get it. It is so good to improve. That is what life is all about. We as a species wouldn't be here if we wouldn't have improved. The whole reason we are here, because of evolution, is all because of improving. We adapt to our environments, and that is what improving does. You get better at being where you are. But if you don't talk about evolution and we talk about life, the life you're living, yourself, how could you not want to improve yourself? How can you not want to be better? It's so awesome to be able to see yourself becoming better. To see yourself destroying the old self that was hurting you. To see yourself becoming a new person, capable of much more. How is that not awesome? For you to be able to improve and change, it is really crucial that you have a growth mindset and are open to adapting and changing. Improvement is change, that's just what it is. And I made a video earlier called Change Now, Create Your Future. You can watch that after this. So a growth mindset is really important, because if you can't even think, if you don't think you can even improve, what is the point of trying to improve when your whole belief system doesn't believe in improving? You won't get anywhere. And that's why it's so important just to be open-minded, ready to learn, ready to improve, because you never know how your life can look in the future. Often we set too small goals. It's just really crazy that if you actually put your mind to something, if you actually try your best, you will succeed in doing something. It's just a mind-blowing idea, because it defeats your whole worldview. You have grown up and learned that you should do as you're told, not that you can achieve everything that you want to. Sure, they tell you that you can do whatever, but they don't mean it in that way. So it's just really mind-opening. So there are many ways to improving spiritually. So if you believe in God or something like that, or just knowing yourself, feeling alive with yourself, I would say that's a spiritual improvement. Physical, so how strong you look, basically. And of not only how strong you look, but how physically fit you are, how good conditioning you have. Can you do 10 pull-ups? Can you run 5 miles? Stuff like that. Mentally, you can go up, improve. You read books, you meditate, you gratitude journal, and you just journal. You sleep better, and sleep is actually really crucial for basically all improvement. Physical, mental, spiritual, social, and how you look and all that. Sleeping is one of the biggest pillars to living a good life. But mentally, meditation, so you improve your attention span, so you don't randomly begin an idea over there, so you focus on task at hand, and only that task. Later you can do another task, but not doing many tasks at the same time. So that is why meditation is important. Gratitude journaling, you become more happy. You see the positive in everyday life, in things you have never even thought about. Like, for example, my water bottle. I'm grateful for this water bottle. I have it with me everywhere, basically, where I go. It keeps me hydrated because it stores my water. My water bottle is particularly good at also keeping my water cold. It's not a thermostat, but it is made of metal, so it still doesn't give me microplastics and infuse me with that. So I'm also happy for that. And yeah, that just opens your mind to small things in the environment that are good, that you just haven't thought about before. And that I think that goes hand in hand with that is also another method called negative visualization. If you visualize something bad, I have both my hands, and you probably also do, but if you don't, then I'm sorry, but I have my hands, so I can visualize. What if I didn't have my right hand? What if I didn't have it? How would my life look then? And just feel and think about how you couldn't do anything with the mouse. If you're right hand, you can write with the right hand, you can learn, but still you can't eat properly, you have one hand, and stuff like that. It just makes you grateful for a thing like your hand. You haven't thought about that before, probably, and that's a really, really powerful move. It just makes you acknowledge and realize that life could be a lot worse. If you're watching this video, your life could probably be a lot worse. You could be in a war, you could be lying on the ground dying, you could have some really bad problems, but I assume that you don't currently, so be grateful for that. And so you can couple that with journaling, so you journal or get it to journal like 5 things you're grateful for every day, and don't be lazy with it, because it's so easy to find things you're grateful for. Like my pillow, like I rest my head on there every night when I'm tired. I'm grateful for that. I haven't done that. I haven't even thought about that before. Suddenly I'm grateful for it. Now it brings up your positive mood. You can also improve socially, so better friends, better relationships, better connections with people, so you're not as alone, you keep tighter together with other people, harder to split up, you make more friends, you smile more, and things like that. Many top athletes, the reason they're the best is because they realized that even though they're here, most people maybe are here, they are here, so they are top athletes, but they realize they can be up here. That's the difference. They know that they can always become better. You are not stuck to what you are. You can always change. So that's why I have it hard looking at someone, respecting someone that I clearly see that doesn't change, that doesn't improve, that doesn't want to improve, that is stuck in a bad place, a bad position, complains about it, but doesn't do anything about it. That's not how you live your life to the fullest. Then you don't need to do all these improvements separately. You do them together, so basically self-improvement. You have all these four different categories. There are more, I just named these 4, so you can just make them to one. And then this one you improve, and that's just self-improvement. So you read books. I have a stack here. I have even more in my bookshelf, but these are really good. How to Win Friends and Influence People. That's a socially improving book. And that's just how to be better with people, but you also gotta take action. Homo Deus. I'm currently reading this, but this is about how we are as a human species. So this improves my intellectual abilities, my knowledge about history. So those kinds of things makes me more interesting because you know what to talk about. And then more, which I have here: discipline, better working, improving at your work, or doing things like that, working out and stuff like that. They are impossible. Setting good goals, achieving the impossible. That's also improving, because if you don't do that, then you're just stuck. Flow. I haven't actually read that one yet, but because the art of impossible is kind of the same thing, but that's about working as well better, so improving your work. Most of the self-help books are improving at something, and I think that's really good, or I like that at least. The subtle art of not giving a fuck. So this one, that's also a social one and a mental one, I would say, because you realize that nothing really even matters, so you stop caring. So that helps you a lot. And then obviously down here we have Atomic Habits, so one of the most known self-help books, and that is also just mental, physical, everything, basically all self-help. Atomic Habits is a really good read because it helps you improve the whole aspect of self-improvement, because that one book incorporates something you can apply to everything in life. And those books are really, really, really good if you don't have a specific problem you need to read about or solve. So you can take different approaches to also self-improvement or improving. One of them is going all in. I have made a video about that. You go all in, drop everything. It can be a good method, if you do it correctly, and if you're the right kind of person. If you're an extreme person, you're like, I'm kind of extreme. Either I fully do something, or I don't fully do something. Either it's this 100%, or it's nothing. It may not be good for some people, and for some things it's not good, because this is only good if you can actually stick to it. Because if I land here at 50%, I will be more down, more depressed, more in a rut than if I would have just started from zero. So not even like put any big 100% goals, but I improve 1% each and every day. Then being at 50 is better than at zero. But going all in, you get a big quicker change, but you also got to keep that. So if you're the wrong person, or if you just have it hard sticking with something, it won't stick, it will just drive you deeper down into the hole. So for most people, like Atomic Habits here also recommends, is the slower approach, which is what I said, 1% better each day. And I also put that in the 2 videos ago, I think. So you just let compound effect do its work, and I believe it was like 37 times better in a year if you improve 1% every day, instead of declining 1%, which is 0.0001 or something percent worse, or of the original. And then if you don't do anything, which is impossible, because life goes like this. If this is the x-axis, you can never stay still here. Either you go down or you go up. So there's no staying still. You don't move along life like this. We want, if this is baseline, we want our growth to go like this, but that's not possible. That's just not possible. So what we do is we grow like this for as long as we can, or are able to. Then, if something happens, it may go down a little, but we will try to keep doing that. And so the next point that I have is we all fall. It's inevitable that we all fall. I don't think a single human can never be, or always be fully doing something. There's always going to be something, but some people are just better at recovering, and that's what matters. How we fall down isn't the important thing, but how we regain ourselves, how quick we are to do that, how quick we are to get out of the little rut hole, is how we gain advantages. Because if everyone falls down, the one who keeps on going down here is worse than the one who shoots back up. It's like doing a trampoline, or jumping on a trampoline. You jump, you fall back down to the same thing. Then you jump again, you fall even higher up. And then you fall. And then you go under trampoline. The trampoline is elastic, so it goes under. But then you shoot even further up. So that's a little bit like life. But we can also try to reduce that and have the up. And instead of falling down, we try to take this piece and stack it on top. So you create a new baseline, basically. So if I did 0 minutes of meditation earlier, now I'm doing 10 minutes of meditation. Then I try to make maybe 5 minutes of meditation a baseline. So then that's the least I do. So then the baseline is silent here. I didn't keep going up. I never fall down here. Sure, someday may go there, but that's an exception. So you try to make most days better. It's just insane to me how I myself feel like I haven't succeeded in my day if I haven't read for at least 10 minutes or something. Or at least if I haven't meditated for 5-10 minutes a day. Or if I go to sleep really late. I myself feel like I have lost, and I have just not done it correctly. That's why I also have it hard. understanding how people can just accept going to sleep late if it's on some special event. How they go to sleep at 1 in the morning when you got to get up at 6 or 7. That's insane to me. Sure, I might sometimes sleep up, but I never. My baseline is maybe if I sleep up like 11, and that's in rare cases. While some other people's baselines may be 1 or 2. We all are different, but still. But you got to change your identity, so you believe in this. You always, for the rest of your life, will meditate for 5 minutes each day, whatever happens. But if that's too high, start with what I said, 1% better. So, a minute a day, or just one breath. You can do it with me. Let's do it. Why wouldn't you accept that as your progress for the day? That's one more mindful meditation breath than last year. If you started, just started. All improvements are improvements. Some may be bigger, some may be smaller. But if the trend keeps on going up like this, you will be unstoppable. Thank you.